So hello, welcome to SATO Tea Time with Richard. Richard, welcome and please introduce yourself.
Hey, hi Jorge. So I'm Richard Cross. I am manager of the new solutions team here in Europe. I've been with SATO for 23 years, mainly in the sales teams. I've worked in kind of a few different verticals over my time. Very pleased to now been announced as the new solutions manager here in Europe.
Great. Can you describe your understanding of the solution manager's role for the company?
Yeah, look, I guess I better take you back in time.
Please.
And kind of explain kind of where we've got to as a business and why we're at this stage now. I guess, SATO have always been delivering on solutions, albeit in different manners. If you look at, I guess, our individuals, our people, and how we go about our work, there are some real core fundamental things that we do to ensure that we deliver value for our customers. And a couple of those things is, us going to site, actually seeing things with our own eyes. And from a sales perspective, it's something that we've done forevermore. We've understood how businesses have worked from one process to the other, taken that back into our business, and looked to solve that problem with our products. So I suppose, what I've done, I've been taught that by those around me, and over the last few years, I've kind of taken that, by developing that within my own teams. So look, I guess, what my role is now, it's really taking all the good things that we've done within our businesses and sharing these ideals and sharing these stories, sharing how we've actually helped customers achieve what they want to do, and impart that onto our teams throughout Europe.
Great. So you've gained some experience, I guess, then, over time.
Yeah. Look, I guess as I said, 23 years within the business. I started in the retail team, and we were looking after anything from the number one supermarkets down to regional stores just around the Essex area. In 2008. I think it was 2006 actually, we bought a company called Checkpoint Metto as a business. And by doing that, we extended our family to new regions. One of those regions was Australia. The team in Australia was brand new to SATO products, and they chose the UK to come over and visit and see how we worked. I was lucky enough to take out a few of the staff members to our customers, show them exactly what we did for them, how we created value, how we put our labelling solutions at that point to good measure to improve what they did. And I guess through that process, I was lucky enough to kind of gain the trust of the guys in Australia, and at that point asked to run a similar role in that region. So 2008 came, and I was asked by SATO Australia to, I guess, start a new business for them, start involving SATO printers, SATO solutions into the Australian market.
During the crisis, the 2008 crisis, no?
Yeah, this was at the time, nothing to do with me, that crisis. It was.
You were not the crisis.
No. But yeah, I was lucky enough to be able to move to a new region and train new teams, and also impart our solutions on a brand new set of customers. So, in doing that, I was able to really, maybe change the way a business worked in that region. In 2014, I returned back to the UK, returned back to Europe. This time being product manager of a product that we'd just invested in at SATO, which was PJM RFID technology. And again, my role in that space was to understand how this technology was going to help customers, impart that knowledge onto them, impart that knowledge onto partners, and ultimately, create new value for them with our products. So I think, my role as solutions manager in Europe now is almost a combination of those things, taking all the good things that we did and taking it to a new region, taking new technology, bringing it to life and showing exactly how that's going to affect customers, and really looking to engage with our own teams, our own partners, and probably most importantly, the customers themselves, to make sure that we understand what they're trying to achieve and address the problems with us.
Yeah. Based on your experience so far, I mean, obviously living in Australia, living in the UK, and more or less understanding the needs from the different regions, what do you think would be, the way moving forward based on your new role and the demand the customers have based on, obviously the new solutions that require them to fulfill certain needs?
Yeah, I think, in this space, we're always looking for trends. We're always looking at markets themselves, and seeing what is the future. What does the future hold, and what problems is that going to affect down the line? So it's these trends, or maybe even regulations that are going to come up in years to come that will affect businesses, change the way that they have to work. And it's for us as a business to really understand that and understand what impacts that will have and make a change. One of those we could look at where in the UK, a new law, Natasha's Law, was introduced, so that any food that was sold packaged, ready to go, would need a full list of ingredients and allergens identified on them. Now, this caused a bit of pain for customers. One, they weren't currently labelling products with all of this information. And two, when they have multiple sites, and especially when they have multiple sites and products changing from time to time, being able to manage that data effectively and manage that down to where it's needed. So in this case, kitchens are making the products. They're having to label these items on a day-to-day basis. So ensuring that that data is filtered down to printer level, and the operator simply needs to select items, select products, and print labels, knowing that that data is correct. So I think it's those regulations with Natasha's Law. In the future, we'll be looking at things like digital product passport or Sunrise 2027 with GS1, where the pain will be seen by manufacturers and retailers alike. They'll have to be coding, identifying their products differently, with more data, with unique data, and that itself will actually lead to them requiring new labelling, data management solutions, which is something that we would love to be part of.
Okay, so is that why, or why is SATO, let's say, shifting, or why has SATO shifted to the solutions instead of probably focusing on products as they used to?
Yeah, look, I guess in some ways we've always been solution providers. It's kind of like in our DNA. It's when we look at sales teams of the past, going back 85 years, actually, when it comes to identifying a product, making sure that how we identify that, whether it's a label, nowadays with an RFID tag, we're making the right decisions. Even down to that level, we would say, well, that's a solution. We're actually not providing just a product. It's a real dedicated, label solution in that case. Other companies may look at that and say, well, that's just a particular label, not a solution. I think also by the way we've worked over the last many years, we've actually created the products because of what we do. Take some of our intelligent printers, for instance. People will look at our printers and say they're the most intelligent printers on the marketplace. Okay, they will connect systems, they will give the operator exactly the button clicks they need. But why have we created it? Well, I really truly believe it's because we've been out there. We've always wanted to be at our customer's site, understanding what processes they need to go through to get the outcome. And we've come back to our business, we've come back to our R&D teams and said, well, we need something that allows an operator to do these set of processes. In the early days, we built that through, I guess, standalone printers. And now we've moved this to real intelligent printers that actually allow you to format your button clicks, connect to any systems, and give you, simplicity all round. So, okay, we've been solution providers for many, many years. I think now we're looking at providing much broader solutions that can take in, that can feed things like digital factories, allowing an operator or a production director to see exactly what's happening within the automotive process. They can do that because we've done that job of identifying an item and coding it correctly. So I think that our solutions now have been broader. They impact a company a lot more. They are more relevant in so many places that we're now seen as, not just a giver of products, but we're a partner from a solution point of view.
And I guess this somehow is related as well to the integrations we've had with ISVs, with partners globally, locally. I mean, it must have been hard work to find, the appropriate partners in specific locations to meet certain requirements or demands, not only based on regulations, but could be country, European regulations, global regulations, GS1, I guess you have it all, no?
Absolutely. It's almost the partners and these relationships that make us who we are today as well. And without them, we wouldn't be who we are, I suppose. So absolutely, it's those systems that have been built over many, many years to deliver on a certain service or a set of processes that we as a company are feeders of. We're integrators. There are countless ISVs out there now that utilize our printing and encoding solutions because they feel they're the most flexible, they're the simplest on the market, and they give them exactly what they want. So I guess, we are stronger because of these relationships. And we see that definitely in the partner network moving forward. There are industries that we touch on, industries where we are true experts, and other industries that are brand new to us that we need that partnership ecosystem to make us better.
Great. So if you could mention a few key differentiators in terms of what differentiates SATO from the rest of the competitors, or even the solutions itself, sure. And how these differentiations could benefit the customers. Sure. Are there a few that you could probably?
There's a few that I can get to. I'm sure. So I think when we look at fundamentals, we're building on a solid base. We always like to build on a solid base as a company. Any product we put to market, we will make sure, it might not be the quickest to market, okay, but we'll make sure that every element of it is perfect, okay? And I think that when we're building traditionally labeling solutions, we're building on this solid foundation. So when we compare ourselves to others, we like to think that as far as the product itself, whether it's things like print speeds, the accuracy from an encoding perspective, the reliability of that through time, we build products that will go into certain environments and last the test of time. So, a kitchen, for instance, is a really tough environment to work in, and through probably our now third generation of smart printer is now running in these environments, almost kind of seamlessly.
Yeah.
And I think it's on that foundation that gives us a good kind of start point. It's then that layer of we are different as far as, again, our printer range. It's that intelligence. It's the ability to perform an operation at the point as you need it. If you're in a kitchen, do you really want to be going to an office to go and initiate something, or do you want to be there where you need it to optimize your processes? And that's really where we've developed these smart, intelligent printers. Okay, we're now layering on top of that not only our AEP application, which people have used for many years now, but now a fully connected cloud setup that again allows us to store data, move data, connect to other systems, even feed the likes of AI engines to give us predictability of what to do next. So I think that actually it's that kind of solid foundation of printer. It's that layer of real smart intelligence and connectivity, that actually is a real difference there. Every company is different. Every company is different that we work with, and it's their needs that the flexibility we have in our solutions that allow us to blend themselves and almost become a uniquely made product for them. So I think that's kind of the main reasons that make us different. And look, it's the people as well. It's the people as well. And I think that the way we go to work, the way that our mindset on day one to solve problems, we might not be number one in the marketplace from a pure product, and that might make us sharper. That might make us the partners that you need to be working with. So,
thank you. It's very insightful indeed. Thank you for your time. Hope to see you again at the tea time at some point in the future. And
cup of tea around my place anytime.
So, cheers.
Cheers.